Hello everyone, and welcome to Serenity with Angie Tarot. I am your girl Angie, and I am here today to do a monthly read for the sign of Virgo. This is for the month of March 2021. Before I start to do the tarot, and get the energies in, I was doing a pre-shuffle, and I did get these cards, and they wanted me to mention them before I move forward. It was the Wheel, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. They were drawing attention to the wheel. Like, they wanted you to know, like, this wheel started turning when this person here had to go through something. So it looks like here he has everything, that he needs to move forward in his hands. No shoes on, so he does have shoes on, sorry. But he's running away from this situation, or moving away from the gathering. I was getting, gossip and people that do a lot of talking, no action, like people in your life where they were there, but they weren't there to help. They were just present, but you're moving away from this energy. And this is the person that, has become. So it looked like whatever challenges that you had to go through, as a child or in your youthful years, or when you were younger, something that you had to go through that you had to move away from. They want you to know that's when the wheels started turning. That's when it started turning in your favor. And this is what you become. You have all of this, abundance and land all around you. Like, life is going to deal with you fairly. It's going to give you, the good karma, the consequences for having to go through so much pain or whatever it is that you went through in the past. They want you to know that the wheel is turning in your favor, and you're due for, abundance. You're due for something great to happen in your life. So they just wanted me to, I was going to put them back in the deck, and I was like, no. So I know that, I just needed to mention this before we get into the read. Whatever it may pertain to. But there's some progress that was made. You're not in the same place, I guess, or position that you were in back then, whenever you went through, something that changed the course of where you were going, or change, where you had to be forced to make changes in your life, or things that were out of your control. That's basically what I'm saying. And the word that I got for the month of March is release. That can be anything for anybody. Release for me is like, letting go of the old way of thinking, or the old way of doing certain things, or having to have so much control as a Scorpio, having so much control over how it goes or how it ends up, or, where it's going to go or lead. So release could be letting go of a person, letting go of a habit, letting go of something, that you need to lighten your load so you can take the next step with ease. Whether it's self-abusive thoughts, or maybe, self-abuse or substance abuse. What else would you like for the lovely Virgos to know for the month of March 2021? Alrighty, let's get 2 more cards for the month of March 2021. What else would you like for Virgos to know? Okay. Alright, we are on our way. And at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. It looks like you had to face something, is what I'm getting. With the page is about, a bit of immaturity, not seeing the big picture, charging in for a battle that may be above his head, like getting in too deep. And that may be the overall energies, or something that you're moving away from. There is still more information that's needed. So it may be, some illusions I'm getting, or misunderstandings, or lies. Something was withheld from you, or this may be what the overall message is, finding something out, or coming to a realization about a situation or person. Because you see over here, there's some growth. You've grown. You're not in the same, mind frame where you were, or the same way of thinking that you were in the past. The wheel has turned in your favor, so you're going to get a positive outcome. Whatever energies is it that you're putting into something. Coming into the month of March, you have the Lovers, you have the Ace of Swords, and the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. You have some Cups and Swords. Maybe dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Or some air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is definitely wanting to let you know this is connected to someone that you may have been intimate with, or may have had a connection with, an intimate relationship with, or family member, or someone you were in a relationship with. The Lovers, that Gemini energy. But that's about being close, but also, one person's happy and the other person's still undecisive, some hot and cold energy. where you're with the person, but you're not sure how they really feel. Or they're giving mixed signals. You have the Ace of Swords, so there's an opportunity, there's a way of thinking or another way of looking at it when you do some soul searching, like some soul work. There's a sense of healing going on where you brought some energy into the month of, you know, having seen a situation, gone through the experience of it, and was able to release it, which is the idea, you know, or the word that I got for the month of March. You started to see, you know, the relationship you were in or the connection you was in for what it really was, and it wasn't going to go any further, or you weren't able to get past a lie or some untruth that was told or misunderstandings that happened. Look like the person may have told some lies in the past, but you're not in that mind frame anymore. You're more mature now. You're more in a position where you can control your coin. You can decide what direction you want to go in, even if it seemed like it took forever to get there. Your current energies, you have the Six of Swords, the Devil, and the Magician, opposing forces. So this is you taking a turn. So instead of going back to that place where you weren't sure, or where you are now, where you weren't sure about a connection, weren't sure, you know, if this was in your head or if this was a person that was doing this to you, like not being comfortable with what it was, you made a decision to move forward. You made a decision to value yourself, to want more for yourself, to take a different approach. Because there's a lot of growth here, which is the energy you're probably moving away from, you know, the innocence of being in a connection or being in a relationship. And this is a general read. Okay. In your near future, you have the Two of Rods, the Moon, and the Fool. Is overcoming a fear. You'll be overcoming something in the near future. Like you see something as an obstacle. You're wanting to make a move, make a next step, you know, you're wanting to make a choice about a direction to go in, but there feels like there's obstacles, or there's some fears that may be surrounding something you're about to do, or something that you see coming in the near future. But it's saying it's a call for you to have a leap of faith. Like, just go for it. Don't let it be a hold up, because you've been in that place before where you got stuck in this energy here, in the Moon in between, which is Cancer energy. But that's that water energy, the emotions, you know, thinking, woe is me, nothing good ever happens to me, you know, I'm once again I'll be left out in the cold, or once again, you know, I may not get it, or somebody else may get this something better. You deserve the best. You definitely do. You did some growth, you did some healing, some self-work, you made some decisions, some calls, you took some action. You've been busy. What outcome message do we have for the month of March? And this is for the lovely Virgos for the month of March of 2021. Okay. And then we end up with the Five of Pentacles. It's just a fear. It's nothing that's going to make a dent. It's just to show you what it is that you had to see about a connection, which is the lesson that to be learned, that obviously closes a door and allows for something new to come in. And yes, you may have been waiting for this thing to come in for a while. You got the Three of Rods. Let's get one more outcome message. What would you like for them to know? Okay. Thank you. So you have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Rods, and the Queen of Swords. Yes, Miss Queen of Swords. Someone able to speak up. No more BS, because you have the Ace when you came into the month. So you are learning the lesson. There is progress happening here when you get to the Queen. So it's like no more, you know, no more immaturity, or no more accepting people who aren't living in their right, you know, living in their truth, speaking their truth, who haven't done any work or any healing to get to this place. They don't understand the journey, you know, that it takes to come from somewhere where you thought, you know, the world was full of roses, and then you get to this place where you realize it also has thorns. But you're willing to do the work, your hard work, and you face your challenges. Even if it feels like it's going to take forever, you have some things that you've acquired to give you the tools that you need to make, you know, to make things happen for yourself, to have a grounding foundation. And the fear of not, you know, not being included, or being left out in the cold, or not being accepted into this particular, like other people wouldn't understand you, is what I'm getting. but you're surpassing that energies because you've been waiting for a while for someone who gets you, someone who understands where you're coming from, who's able to connect on a certain level where you are, because you did the work to get there, who've also had their wheel turning in their favor, where Jupiter is just sprinkling all the good luck all over the read. Let's see if you have any messages. Angels and archangels, are there any other messages for this read for the lovely Virgos for the month of March 2021? Okay, we got it in the pre-read shuffle. Okay. Well, I guess they already gave up the message. You got the Wheel, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So you are on your way. Let's see if we have any. I am enough. I am committed. I am joyful. So yeah, stay positive, stay lighthearted, to be joyful and to be committed. You definitely have made a decision or put your foot down about the choices that were being made, changes that were needed, because you have the Magician here. So you were looking for something better, hoping for something more stable is what I'm getting. And you have moved away. You are moving on from something old. You're moving on from a place of, you know, where people took advantage of you or may have said things that were very hurtful, because here you have the I am enough. But you did the work. You definitely had the wheel turning in your favor, so you are blessed. It's turning in your favor. Like, you've already put in the energies. You've already done the work. You've walked away from situations and people that weren't serving your higher good. So which is very good. That is beautiful. I love you guys. I hope this is working out for you for the month of March. If this video resonated, please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share, leave me a comment, thumbs up. Okay, let's keep this party going and rolling forward. You can also get a personal reading with me if you like. My email address is in the description box below. You can go ahead and shoot me an email if you please. I am sending you love and light. What I'm unable to provide, I ask the universe to gift you with more of what you are seeking. Have a nice day and namaste.